It's about art and the making of art and what it means to be an artist in the world, which is something we know and which we struggle with all the time. And sometimes we think of it as our blessing, and sometimes we think of it as our curse, just as Asher does. But mostly we tend to think of it as a blessing or a kind of gift. And we also know that it comes at a cost, that we've been given this blessing, and so we have to pay a price for that.
I read this book a number of years ago, and I loved it. I would say he's one of my favorite authors. And having just reread it, it's just as magnificent. So I was just initially interested because I love the story, and I love the world that he creates, and that the characters really stayed with me. The specificity of, and I must have read this novel over 10 years ago. I mean, that really says something, that it stays with you so clearly.
I was just thinking there's a part in the play where, Asher's he doesn't know why he's feeling things, but he doesn't want to leave home, and he says that it doesn't feel right, and he just feels something. And there was just something about this when Scott brought it up to audition that just things that have been going on for me personally, reading the play, it just really felt right and kind of strange that it kind of came along when it did, and so just kind of something a little spiritual, I guess, about it for me.
But reading the play and the book, I spent my early boyhood in Brooklyn, not far from where the novel is set, and the play is set. My father's side of the family were Orthodox Jews. My mother's side were secular Jews. And so it's all very evocative to me. I mean, it wasn't in the Hasidic community, but, just next to it.
When you go to see a work of visual art, you have to kind of finish the narrative yourself sometimes, or sometimes the imagery is really potent and a little mysterious to you. That's kind of what I was interested in, an idea of how do we tell the story in a theatrical way that has really bold imagery and that celebrates creativity, because it's a story of an artist, and also that it's about the power of the imagination. So we didn't want to tell the audience everything. We didn't want to spell it out, but we want to invite the audience to be able to imagine some of it for themselves.